Hey everybody, I'm here at Zawadi 1524 U Street. It's owned by Irene Whalen. The formal name is Zawadi African Arts Gallery. It's been here since 1992, and I'm proud to say I've been a patron, a supporter, and a beneficiary of Zawadi. And so you're looking at a wire sculpture that's made out of a coat hanger, believe it or not, and garden wire and brass wire. It's made in the image of an African mermaid. She is Oshun's daughter grows up. That's the name of the sculpture. And I wanted to do a short video about the reason for using coat hangers in my wire sculpture. I started this work in 1995, and Irene Whalen and a group of tremendous African American artists and entrepreneurs helped me shape my work in coat hangers because I didn't know what I was doing. And Irene told me a story about artists in Southern Africa, in particular South Africa and Botswana, that used wire to make bicycles and toys. And she showed me pictures of them. And that let me know that what I've been called to do is in my DNA as a descendant of Africans. And so I started to take my wire sculpture seriously. And I decided in sharing the reason for the sculpture, not only to connect me to my African roots and my belief in the Yoruba Orisha, but also to promote women's rights. Growing up, my mother told me stories about women that did not have the right to choose, much like a lot of women today in America, depending on what state you live in, and how they use coat hangers to um, give themselves abortions. Some of these women did not make it, they died, and they damaged themselves and their reproductive organs. And so I reclaimed the coat hanger as a positive symbol of women's right to live their lives, to choose who and when they share their bodies, when they have families, if they choose not to have a family. The coat hanger is our right to be who we are. And I want to encourage everybody, when you see a coat hanger, think about women's rights. Think about the right to choose to be who you are and how essential it is to our very existence. So that's my spiel about the coat hanger. I want to introduce you to some other sculptures. This sculpture is Oya's Wise Woman. And I'm going to go back to Oshun in a second and tell you who she is. Oya is a Yoruba goddess that has come into my life recently. We're establishing a relationship. She's made out of two coat hangers and copper wire. Copper is a metal that's connected to Oya, who is the goddess of air, wind, storms, funerals, cemeteries, the marketplace to be something that I'm excited about. She's also the goddess of transformation and change. And for me in my life, she's come into my world as I live my second Saturn return. If you're into astrology, I'm 58, so you may know about that. Menopause, because that's all about change, y'all, and transformation. So this is Oya. I'm going to go back to Oshun really quickly. Oshun was one of the first goddesses from the Yoruba pantheon of gods and goddesses that came into my life in 1992. She is the goddess of the sweet rivers, the sweet waters. She represents femininity, healing, creativity, sensuality, and pleasure. And so she's been guiding my work for a minute. Now, this is a smaller version of Oya, and she's Oya's Wise Woman number 2. And as you can see, she's got a swirl here going on that shows that she's all about stirring stuff up. So these are some examples of my current collection that is celebrating 3 Yoruba goddesses. You don't see Yeminya here, who's the mother of the ocean and the goddess of all things women, femininity, motherhood, children, and healing. I'm still working on her. So look for more from me. I want to invite you to get information about my art journey, at anandaleeke.com/art. I got to give a shout out to Irene because the jacket that I'm wearing is from her store. And Irene, can you tell everybody who the designer is?
Her name is Ramadia
Ramadia is
from Senegal.
From Senegal, the very first place I went to when I decided I had to get to the continent, and Irene was instrumental in helping me make some choices in where I traveled. So go to Zawadi, 1524 U Street, Northwest in DC. Make sure you show up and show out. It's open Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, and I'll see you next time. Bye.